Tom Brady.
The way they just took my table and gave it to Jessica Sims. Shoot, I guess I'll go sit.
There's a lot of fights at this concert, too.
At least they'll know how
It's a
to
mariachi concert.
But if your song's on the radio, then somebody's gonna
Pink done mariachi style.
I wanna get
Oh, Cinco de Mayo hangover.
Got a hangover there?
A little hangover. Cinco de Mayo. Last night, the Tom Brady roast, I forgot that it was on. And thankfully, listeners were sending me stuff going, hey, you got to check this out. So I came in a little bit late. And that, out of all the roasts, and I know some of the guys that have done the roast, like, I think that was probably the most uncomfortable roast I
watching the whole time.
in my life. It was so good. It was so good and so inappropriate. I mean, I think it was Edelman who went just... he just had the most racist.
What a racist.
There was a lot of racist, and I was like, holy shit. I couldn't believe it. There was a time, I think Tom Brady, and I saw this, and I guess Kevin said everybody saw it, was that Jeff Ross, who is like the roast master. And
right off the top, too.
I was trying to watch this because, you know, when you're doing this kind of stuff, there's a rhythm. And you're in a rhythm, and you're feeding off the crowd, and you can get your timing down better. Like you can do I've seen guys, and I've done it myself, where you could have the same set, the same night, one at 7, one at 9, and the 7 doesn't go well, and the 9 goes great, or the 7 goes great, and the 9 doesn't go as well. And it's just the audience, but you're feeding off that energy and that timing. And he makes that joke, Matt, about Tom Brady came in and said he was the best of all time, whatever. Now, do you need a massage?
Right.
And Brady gets up and goes over and goes,
Don't say that.
"Don't say that shit."
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that part.
Yeah, go back and watch. He gets up.
I know he went up there.
And he got up and he said he said something, and that's why. And I knew. And Ross acknowledges it. He goes, "Yeah, okay," and keeps going. But I felt like it took a little bit of energy out of Ross.
I think
don't know.
Brady
I mean,
and
he's a
Kraft
pro.
are really close, and I don't think he wanted to bring him into it, especially he's still hurt, I think, right? So
Yeah,
I'm sure that's probably why.
I think he didn't want.
He said, "Don't go there."
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I don't
I'm gonna go home
know
and
what he
watch it
said.
again
Kevin
tonight.
heard like,
He said, don't
do
say that shit again.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
Don't say that shit
Mike
again.
picked it up.
But I like I thought Tom Brady was. Did you you never liked Tom Brady, Mark?
Oh,
I just had no reason to like him.
Ever.
I
Right.
hate his face.
Yeah.
Cocky.
Yeah.
I hate it.
It's everything
How
about
about the
him, you know?
cockiness last night? Did you
Yeah,
think he was
there was-
even more cocky?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Because,
saying.
By the way, this roast has been 2-3 years in the planning. It's been talked about, and it's Tom
'cause
Brady's
he keeps
production
on
company
retiring.
that's doing it.
Right.
It's his
Keeps
production
on
company.
retiring. You gotta
Peyton, thank you so much for coming out to LA to do this. I know sometimes you live in Denver and sometimes you live in Louisiana, but you'll always live in my shadow.
The thing is, he really means this shit.
Yeah, I think he does too.
I think
he does too. And
I laughed out loud when he said
Come
that.
on.
I heard there was a slow white Bronco on the expressway.
Now, you know what? I feel like that was a joke that was written way before OJ died, but he left it in there.
They're saying Aaron Hernandez's wife is pissed.
Oh,
Yeah, well, he was
yeah.
mentioned 100 times.
Yeah, they
Well,
went at him.
Yeah, they did go at him, but like kick, that's
Kevin Hart
standing on the stool that they kicked out from under his head. Or I think it was, did Nikki say even, didn't she say to Randy Moss?
Randy Moss. Like,
Yeah, Aaron Hernandez even got a ring. Oh, the one around his neck. From,
Yeah.
There's a lot about Aaron Hernandez, too.
It was.
I did not hold back
It
on
was
that.
uncomfortable.
It was
I
uncomfortable.
didn't think it was uncomfortable at all.
That stuff I didn't find as uncomfortable. Some of the other shit I did find uncomfortable.
You know, it's nice. Nobody was offended by anything. Nobody posted
Except
their
for Tom
offended.
Brady.
But he wasn't really that offended either. He's been begging for this for years. And
Well,
they
it's
finally
his
gave it to
production
him.
company
Right.
that made the thing.
I mean,
He's
yeah.
for
He
2
got
years.
millions.
in the
They were
making.
making a lot
They
of
kept
jokes.
going at Alex Guerrero, too. who was
Yes.
in the
Yes.
crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, they. I think they called them gay lovers. They did. I mean, they went the roast. They're almost tough. Like Lisa Lampanelli, I think stopped doing comedy altogether because she was a little less PC and just decided she didn't want to put up with that shit anymore. Yeah.
Because like the rest of America, I'll always remember where I was that fateful day in September of 2001, when tragically, those two jets slammed into Drew Bledsoe.
I didn't grab any audio from Bledsoe Sepp. I thought it wasn't terrible. It was just that he was drunk and he had cotton mouth bad. He was so nervous. Yeah, because you kept seeing his tongue come out.
He was the first person to go up after Kevin Hart.
Oh, was he that early?
Yeah.
Jeff Ross followed him.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Tough to follow Kevin Hart.
It's tough to follow any of these guys. I mean, these are
And
pros.
Bledsoe's not the type of guy that goes up and likes the public.
No, he's not.
That.
You haven't seen. I haven't seen him.
I thought he did well, actually.
I thought he had a great set. He just seemed like he had a really dry mouth and cotton mouth, but his timing was good.
He looks like he can still play, though, too.
He looks great.
Yeah.
He still looks like the statue he used to be.
Great.
And then there was this, Mark.
I don't want to get the NFL too upset. I'm trying to buy a piece of the Raiders. I'm tired of owning just the Colts and the Bills.
Oh, come on.
Buffalo fans call themselves the Bills Mafia. How are you the fucking Mafia? At least the Mafia has a ring you can kiss.
That was good.
He's not wrong.
That was good. That was good.
But
that was good.
So there's a lot of Bills jokes going. So obviously he owned the Bills, but they are in his head because he mentioned them a lot.
Oh, look at this. You know
that's
what?
what I'm
I'll go
saying.
for the silver lining. I'll tell you what. I don't think he wrote this. I think Jeff Ross, if you look at one point, Jeff Ross mouths along with the joke, and he wasn't looking at the prompter. He was looking at Brady, and he mouthed along. So I think he wrote some of the stuff.
Helped him write some.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would. If you got the best in the
material.
world sitting there.
Just like when Kevin helped you write some material.
Yeah,
for
Kevin
the-
does. Yeah.
I think that guy.
That guy would be in trouble.
Yeah.
Actually,
Closest to the
that
pin.
was 100% me.
I mouthed that joke
Kansas
as you were saying
City,
it, too.
you say your stadium is the loudest. It helps when all your fans are 14-year-old girls.
It's pretty true now.
And in honor of Tay-Tay, let's take a look at the Chiefs eras. Terrible for 50 years, good for 5. Shake it off.
Cocky as shit.
Well, he's not talking about the Patriots who were terrible for 50 years either.
No. But then they were good for what,
Patriots-
20?
No, Patriots were never. They were bad.
They were
but
bad.
They were
They were
horrible.
bad. They were
They were
horrible.
bad.
Horrible. In the 70s, they had a couple good years. In the 80s, they
Do you know
went
who's
into the
84,
Super
they had the
Bowl.
one Super
Do you know
Bowl.
who was
That was it. They got
drafted
blown
by
out.
the Patriots? John Parinello, the lawyer.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
No shit.
Yeah, I think he played briefly or got invited to a tryout or something. I don't know. He wasn't long on there, but he did make it to get that.
Drafted for massages with Kraft.
This was my this was the one that I don't know how I missed this story altogether.
And now, for the real reason y'all here, Coach Bill Belichick. Everybody asks me which ring is my favorite. I used to say the next one. But now that I'm retired, my favorite ring is the camera that caught Coach Belichick slinking out of that poor girl's house at 6 a.m. a few months ago.
Did anybody know this happened?
I didn't know that happened.
Matt, I didn't know either. I went and looked it up. Sure shit. There's Belichick coming out with his shirt off out on the deck of some, yeah. And it looks like it's like, I don't know if it was a college section. I have no idea. I have no
His
idea.
wife's pretty attractive, too. It's not like she's ugly.
Well, I don't think they're together.
Oh, they're not?
No, she is attractive, and I don't
well,
think
that
they were
makes
even
sense.
married. I think they're done.
Yeah, you're right. I don't
I
think
think
they
they're
were
done,
married, right.
and so, but either way, they're
Lost
not
his
together.
job and his wife.
Yeah, it was a bad year for Belichick.
That
Maybe,
sucks.
maybe not.
But when was the last time you did the walk of shame? Can you remember? Oh, when was the last time you did the walk of shame?
Let's guess. Let's guess.
You just flinched. So, and I think this.
I'm guessing it was sometime first quarter this year.
Well, I'm thinking like, look, Matt
Last
has
weekend.
been in the hospitality business for many years. I would think that purses have been left behind and they come back in the next day, either driven there, driven themselves, not showered in the same clothes.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I mean, you've seen the people from the walk of shame. I think it's worse. I think it's more obvious, and it's a double standard, but it's more obvious than as a woman because most women have evening wear. Guys are wearing whatever they're fucking wearing at
He's
noon. They're wearing at midnight. Women, you get dolled up. You get all this, and then the next thing you know, the next day you wake up, you look like the fucking Joker. Your makeup's running out of your face,
one
cocktail
hoop
dress,
missing.
one hoop's missing, exactly. Your head's a little to the side because the hoop's weighing it down. All that shit. Yeah.
Two things. I went as the walk of shame for Halloween one year in college.
Well, you'll go
I
with-
wore like a guy's boxer, like a shirt ripped off, like smeared makeup,
Yeah.
condoms on myself.
Well, they always say in comedy, go with what you know.
Yeah. And it would have been April 2023.
April 2023. Wow. Why are you so honest? I was
I
half
just
kidding
don't
when I
lie.
said. No, I understand that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that's different now. You're divorced. You've been divorced at some point? I don't know.
Yeah, I've been divorced.
I apologize. I'm not trying to. No, what I'm saying is, my point is, you would start dating again. It's possible to see your parent do the walk of shame. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
I would never have seen my parents do the walk of shame.
Yeah.
Now, with the world that we're in and the dating sites and the dating app, I mean, my mother was dating. I probably could have seen her do the walk of shame even now. I don't know. That would be. Can you imagine, like, you're walking out of your house and you see, here comes dad down the street, pants disheveled. One.
Well, at least your mom's not going to be on TMZ though.
You never know.
That's true. That's true. Damn Billified podcast.
You got to see the Belichick though. He's got his shirt off and he's just walking out. It looks
I'm
like
gonna look this up.
Look at,
now.
I was gonna say
I couldn't
we got
find it except for people commenting on the video. So I didn't see the video by itself. But it's on a Ring doorbell and it's Belichick and he walks out. He's got no shirt on. First of all, you're fucking Bill Belichick. Like, you don't.
What's he care? He doesn't give a shit.
And here's
He's
the
almost
thing.
80 years old.
One of the players somehow got that, and it went like a fire through every single player that's ever played for Bill Belichick.
I don't know. I loved it because Brady says to him, "You still got it."
Obviously, he's almost 80. He's banging a college girl. Good for him.
You still
He's
got
lucky he
it.
didn't have a heart attack.
Do you know anybody besides Mark who's hooked up with a friend's mom or dad?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, were you like dying to say that?
No,
I mean, all of a sudden,
I
it
just
gets
thought of it.
silent. It gets silent. We're talking about something.
Yeah.
And you just go like there out
Well,
of
I'm
nowhere.
just thinking like Belichick hooking up with a college chick, and I'm like, what? Vice versa. Somebody would know someone who's hooked up with somebody's mom or dad. It's possible. And then I thought of you.
Okay.
Besides you, I asked him if besides you, and he said yes. He knows other people. I don't know. Is it the walk of shame or the got laid parade? I was like
Walk of shame.
Oh, walk of shame.
I like the got laid parade.
I've never heard that before.
I think for the guys,
because
it's definitely that
The
way.
got laid parade.
But not every time.
Not every time you get laid.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, I didn't sleep with the guy that I had the walk of shame with.
What did you do?
I got really, really fucking high at his apartment and passed out.
Oh, okay.
And then I ran out the next morning.
Like, how do you get out of there? Like in the past, like, have you ever had where you're in bed with somebody and they're leaning on you and you
I
gotta
was
leave?
in bed with him and I like snuck out. Like,
Really?
yeah.
This is the worst walk of shame ever.
Yeah. You need a.
Too better.
Can you come up with?
was the
Was it like April 2021? Maybe
No,
it was a
it
little
was
better.
actually 2022. I was off, but it was someone who I had met that had previously, and then we went out one night, got drunk. I went back to his apartment, smoked a lot of weed, and I passed out. And yeah,
All right. And then you just snuck out the next day.
He's like, damn it! I spent all that money on drinks. I smoked my weed. And I didn't even get laid. What the fuck? This
I
guy's
ran
thinking.
out at 7:30 in the morning.
7:30.
I remember. I wanted to go to the gym.
I can't remember like the last time.
Say you wanted to go to the gym. You're so full of shit. You want to go to the gym?
You did?
Yeah,
To do what? Just burn it off?
yeah.
Get that awful taste out of my mouth?
Did you go right to the gym?
After one night stand?
No,
So
I,
I was just
I
go to
ran
the gym.
back to the like Airbnb that I was staying at, and then
Change your clothes so they didn't smell like
went
all
to the
weed.
gym.
Where was this? Airbnb you were staying at. This
Yeah.
isn't out of town?
No, it was local. When my ex and I first split, like we didn't know what we were gonna do, so we rented a long-term Airbnb
Makes sense.
downtown,
Makes
like right
sense.
off of Park Ave, so that until
that's
we figured
convenient.
it out.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
convenient. That's
Yeah.
right there.
That's where I would
walk of-
rent one too.
Oh, it was great for a little bit.
That's walk of shame territory. Hey, morning. How are you?
You guys just high five on the way by.
You know who got me once at a walk of shame?
Oh God,
Legret.
I can imagine.
Legret. I had to call him. I left my car way out. We wound up at an after party with the people who worked at Tully's, and I left my car there, and we went somewhere, and I wound up going home with somebody.
The waitress from Tully's?
No, somebody else.
Someone I know?
No, I don't think so. But either way, then I'm sitting. I was living with somebody.
Oh.
So I had to sit. I'm sitting.
These are the early days.
Yeah. I'm sitting outside on a curb waiting, and he just pulls up laughing. I go, I need a ride. I need to get my keys. I need to get inside.
I mean, the story of my life was a walk of shames. You have to remember, I lived in my parents' house. I was 50 when they sold the house after my mom died. So I lived there probably 35 years out of the 50.
Okay.
So I would bring
You'd bring him home?
Oh, yeah, I didn't know where, Gates Motel kind of started getting a little freaking skanky down
Wait,
there.
you went to the holy shit, dude! You went to the Gates Motel for real?
Who doesn't go to the Gates Motel?
Me?
I called it. We called the Gates Motel to find out the rate
I
for the
was
eclipse.
dying.
How much? What did they say? How much
I think it was like you could get there.
It was like $40.
They didn't even raise it up. It was like 40 for 3 hours.
Oh, it's 4. It used to be 27.
Yeah,
for 3
that's
hours.
pretty expensive these days.
No, I think
$3 key deposit, but you get it back.
$3 key deposit.
I think it was a $3 key deposit, man. I'm pretty swear to
You
God.
don't
We
want
should
the
call
po-
again.
Yeah, let's call.
Fuck that $3. I just leave the key
That's
right
what
on
they
the
remember me.
nightstand. There you go.
That's if they remember me. I used to go there
Mark the soldier.
You went
all the time.
Okay, all right. So last night on the podcast, Stephanie's here. Stephanie had a friend ask her how to spice up their sex life. Her friend's in a new relationship. She tells this. Stephanie said one of the things she did recently, and she didn't want to talk a lot, was she bought waterproof sheets on Amazon.
Oh yeah,
Fitted sheet, waterproof fitted sheet.
That makes sense, actually.
And then got a ton of lube.
Oh,
And
I
we
was thinking something else. Never mind.
Where were you going? I want to know where you
I
were
thought
going.
she was a squirter. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
Listen, there's been many nights where I had to change my sheets at like 2 a.m, and that sucks. I'd rather just pull that shit off and go to sleep if it was waterproof.
Yeah. Okay. Waterproof.
Right?
That's true. What do you mean you can't what? You can't
Girls
what?
can't always know if they're gonna or not.
I have no problem with it. I'm just saying. It's a lot easier to change the sheets. You know, if they're waterproof, I just take them off and I fix it the next morning.
So waterproof sheet, and she said you get a bunch of lube and you lube up your body and you just go at it and just don't worry about any of the bed covering or anything. And she said these sheets are so popular, she goes, that my friends are borrowing them. And I went, that's the nastiest fucking thing.
I was just going to say, that's so disgusting.
So fucking nasty because you wash it. She goes, why? They're clean.
You wash it.
But if you went to the Gates Motel.
Oh, yeah.
What
Any
was going
motel.
Bring your own blanket.
Bring your own blanket.
Or your
Any
own
motel,
sheets.
though.
You bring your own sheets.
Yeah, well, well, if I'm going, not to sound like an
work?
asshole, a snobby East Side asshole, but if I go Del Monte, I'm not bringing my own sheets.
No,
I
but
guess
this
you
is
know,
not the Del Monte.
people
I guess I
are
should
still,
though.
If you want-
people are still having sex on those sheets.
How does
I know.
How does that start the mood off? On hey, honey, can you help me make the bed real quick?
Well,
where?
Well, is it
No,
part
you
of
just
their
throw it down.
hourly rate?
at
Like
the Del
if you're-
Monte, no.
No,
At the Gates,
no.
Yeah,
If
Gates.
you're hiring a hooker to bring her back to the Gates Motel.
Well, I wasn't hiring hookers. I was bringing girls I knew.
How did the girls you know go
Because
there?
some of them were married, so that's or had boyfriends.
I love Whitney's face.
Some were like, hey, I got to make money how I can make money.
Yeah.
Most of them didn't have to pay, so
Okay, they also said they have hot tub rooms or something there.
they do, and they're really
like-
nice too. You'd be surprised.
Can we do the podcast in a couple Mondays from the Gates Motel?
Bring your blankets.
We were talking about that. We were talking about going. I would do it from their
Oh
lobby.
my God, it would be so much
No,
fun.
you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't.
You'd rather
Oh
go
my
in the room.
god,
Oh, go in the room.
We should just go in the room and
no
video
room,
it. And
room. I don't know.
go in the room
But
and
hold on,
blacklight
they
it.
have to keep.
When you
these-
say
you
nice,
have to remember,
yeah.
they have to keep these rooms clean because it's a shithole. Because they're gonna come and check those more than they're gonna go check a Del
Del Monte, yes, I understand.
Del
that.
Monte's the one that I'd be scared about because let's take
Yeah.
shortcuts. We're the Del Monte.
Well, that's a fair point.
So
that's a fair point.
It's just gonna go.
Yeah, but I guarantee there's if you take a black light in there, you're gonna see spots
Oh my
everywhere.
God, on the ceiling.
you same thing in any hotel.
yeah.
I think that too.
Yeah.
I think that too.
Don't take a black.
I'm not sticking up
No,
for Gates Motel.
you'll lose your boner forever.
Has there ever been a walk of shame for you in your previous watching days? Like as you watched, did you ever have to walk of shame out of there?
No.
No, he walked proudly.
But
He fucking marched.
yeah, baby. But
I got it done.
Mariachi band out.
I brought
Video of when we watch this.
I brought a girl home after Diamonds one night.
After Diamonds?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, and my parents were still alive, so I was still living in my parents' house.
Had to share.
So we went upstairs, and I thought she left. I woke up and she was gone. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
You know, works
Yeah.
out. I go downstairs. That fucking bitch is sitting at the freaking table having coffee with my mom and dad.
Oh. How uncomfortable is this?
Really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Did you go out the window?
I was like, what the fuck?
You know, what did mom and dad say when she left? Anything?
They said, oh, she's a very nice
Yeah.
girl. Bring her around. Like, they didn't know that was a one-night stand.
All right, we'll take a moment. The walk of shame. Bill Belichick
Yeah.
doing the walk of shame. I learned
Good for
that.
him.
We gotta look this up.
Yeah. You got it.
I know.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, we'll do a little check. We'll take a moment. We'll play a little game, little kid or drunk adult, and then I want to play some of Nicki Glazer from last night as well, because I thought some of her set was maybe the best I had heard her ever, and she really special. She's got an HBO special that drops this Saturday. It'll be live, I think, Friday at midnight on HBO. You can check out Nicki's new special. We'll get to all that next.